So, warm welcome to Åre, Sweden, and Copperhill Mountain Lodge, where we have the press conference of the Spartan Trail World Championship, and the first stop here on Saturday for Fjällmaraton 43K and 100K. And on stage for the first set, we have the race director Patrik Nordin. We have also two Swedes, Petter Engdahl and André Jonsson. And we start with you, Patrik. You must feel good to be here now and have a competition coming in.
Yeah, it has been a lot of ups and downs this year with all this situation, but we think we have handled it really well with this opportunity for all the participants to run any day that they would like. So we have prolonged the race from one day to the whole summer. And by doing that, we're allowing people to be out in the mountain. And especially now, for the final Saturday, with all these international participants, it feels really great.
And actually last weekend, the Salomon 27K went off, and you had kind of a little test run, but it was a big run, of course. How did everything go, and something that you take into the next weekend?
And the only thing is that we separate. We have 3 races the same day on Saturday, so we have different start arenas for all of them, and separate the 100K to another finish arena to avoid any spectators. That's the adaptation that we made in the last days.
And are you satisfied so far with everything, all the preparations for the race coming on Saturday? I know you have had some problems, or should we say, not problems, challenges with the course, because there's been high water for one of the places where the runners should have been running through a lake.
Yeah, on the first course we had for the 100K that we changed only a few days ago. It's a spectacular water run, 700 meters over a lake, with normally very low water. But the water is too high this year, and the temperature is too cold, and we don't want to invite international participants and get them hypothermia after 60 kilometers and then finish. So we changed the course, and we think this is one of the best courses on 100K that you can do in this area. So it got even better.
Can you just say some words about the 100K course, and then some words about the 43K course to our viewers?
Compared to Central Europe and maybe South America, it's if you compare on altitude meters, a lot of people think this will be easy. It's not so much climbing. But I think the soft ground will take its time. So I don't expect winning times below 8 hours 30 minutes. But I heard that Pau think it's 7:30. So we will see.
Yeah, thank you, Patrik. And we move on here for the men's, the Swedes. We start with Petter Engdahl, who won the Salomon 27K last Saturday, and also had a nice run up on Mount Åreskutan with the vertical K. Tell us how your last day has been, Petter.
Yeah, it's been a great week for me. I feel in really good shape, so I just hope that I'm not too fatigued for Saturday's race. So yeah, really looking forward to it. It was a couple of years ago I raced the 43K, so it would be nice to do the full distance again.
And this is the first race in the Spartan Trail World Championship. What does that mean to you? Something specific?
It's really cool that the Spartan Trail World Championship is here in Fjällmaraton, and it really shows how much the race has grown. I lived there for 10 years and watched this race grow to what it is today, and the Fjällmaraton is the biggest reason why I started to do trail running. So to have a international field here and a press conference at this race. It's really cool. So yeah, I must say really good job to Patrik and to for all the hard work they have done.
And can you tell our viewers something about the conditions, because you were out on the trails running last Saturday, and you have been out since that as well?
Yeah, it's really muddy right now, but I like it. So hope for a lot of mud and swamp and wet trails on Saturday. So that will be nice.
Can you tell us something about your goals for Saturday?
For sure, I hope for the best, but I will take it easy in the beginning and see how the body responds, and then yeah, we will see. It is a really strong field, so just hope that I'm not too fatigued, as I say. So, but it will be good.
Thank you, Petter. And moving on to André Jonsson. Local runner from just a couple of kilometers west from where we are now, from Storlien. André, finally you won this race last year. How are you at the moment? How are your shape? And what do you say about the Saturday race?
Well, I have actually no idea how the shape is. I have had some problems with my foot, so I just started running again 3.5 weeks ago after almost half a year without running. But I've had really good training with skis on the winter and then on the bike. So the base is really good, but the speed for running, I have no idea. It's been a little bit hard the last weeks trying to change the bike training to running, but we'll see.
The last years in the 43K we haven't had that much international guests running, but this time we will have a couple of good runners coming from other countries. What does that mean to the race, you think?
Yeah, it's really good. It will be the one thing I missed about this race is the international competition, because otherwise the level of the event is really high, even on the international level. So it's good that we have some runners from international level as well.
Yeah, actually, you are one of the Swedes that are out on the tour the years ahead before this, and now. Can you just compare Fjällmaraton course, the 43 course, with like other courses in Europe? What is the big difference, and is there something that is similar?
The biggest difference is, of course, the soft ground. It's I think if you will compare this course with a course in the Alps, the Alp course need at least 500 or 700 more meters to be like the same the same challenge. Yeah.
And looking to the weather forecast, it seems like it's getting warmer now for tomorrow, Friday, and for Saturday. What does that mean for your preparations?
I guess that we can run in singlet instead of t-shirt. No, the weather looks really good actually. I was looking forward for really gritty and shitty weather, but it's nice when there's a little bit sun as well.
And your goals for Saturday, André?
Just try to keep up with the fastest guys as long as possible, and hope for the best in the last downhill.
We wish you good luck.
Thank you.
So then we will continue the press conference now with the next part, which will be Pau Capell, who is running the 100K, André Rodrigues, who is running the 43K, and Ian Morgan, 43K. So we let them up on stage, and we can turn back to Patrik. What do you think about the 43K race? Now we heard Petter and André speaking.
For sure it will be a new course record. Depending on, we had made some small adjustments in the middle of the course, changing 4 kilometers, going parallel, maybe more technical. So, but it should, anyway, with this high level of competition, it could be a course record.
And I think we can start with the 43K runners. We start with Ian Morgan from New Zealand. And Ian, welcome to Sweden.
Thank you. It's a beautiful country. First time here, so thanks so much.
So the COVID history of this year, how had that been for you with all the training and stuff? No competitions?
It's been interesting. We actually ran, I ran Transgrancanaria in March, and a few days later Spain closed everything. Flew back to Chile, where I live. Then my visa expired there, so I had to go to the UK for a bit, and now I'm in Sweden. So I've certainly had an interesting year in regards to travel. Training-wise, I've been running in a basement for about 3.5 months. So it's good to be back on the hills.
Have you been out in the trails here in around Åre and the Trillevallen area any the days before this?
Yes, I have. I've run the first part of the course and the middle section of the course, and it is quite soft, very different than what I've been used to, but challenging, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
What are you looking forward to?
Not falling over, I think. Just about went over a couple of times, just because the soft ground is different, and I think one of the Swedish athletes said it's like adding extra elevation into the course, just the technicality and having to work a little harder to stay upright. But it's going to be a lot of fun, especially the downhills.
And what's your goals for Saturday's race, the 43K?
I think finishing without falling over and twisting my ankle.
Good luck on Saturday.
Thanks so much.
And we continue with André Rodrigues from Portugal. So André, welcome to Åre, Sweden. I presume it's the first time you're here?
Yeah, it's the first time.
So far, so good. What have you been doing the first days arriving here?
I went for a jog yesterday. I tried to do the vertical K, but my legs were dead from the 20 hours travel, so I turned around halfway, and today I just jogged a little around the lake. It was a beautiful place. I love it. It's really amazing.
How has your preparations before coming to Sweden been?
In Portugal, we don't have had a very restrictive lockdown, so we were locked down, but we could run. So I have been basically running all year. Last competition was in February in Portugal, the national championships. And now I have been training in the hot. There is a hot wave right now in Portugal, so the weather is a little different. It feels good to be in the cold, but it will be a challenge with those conditions.
For us here in Sweden, on Saturday we think about 20 degrees. That is pretty warm. Is that maybe cold for you, or is it warm with 20 degrees in running?
No, right now it's perfect. In normal conditions, I like the cold, but it's like 2 months of so much hot in Portugal that would be good for me if it was hotter, but right now I like it. It will be perfect. That temperature, it will be perfect.
So how do you prepare the last days for Saturday, and how do you think the race will start for you?
Well, I have been running. I already know about this race. I thought it would be faster but looks like there is mud everywhere. So I've been trying to keep some fast paces, but I don't think that will help much. But let's see. We'll try not to fall and keep the pace, and I think it'll be a nice race.
We are really happy to have you international guests here, and good luck for Saturday.
Thank you.
And now we look into the 100K race with the Pau Capell, winner of the UTMB and Transgrancanaria and Patagonia. Welcome to Åre and Sweden.
Thank you so much.
How has your first days here been?
Really good. We're in a good place. The people here is really nice. Patrik is a good ambassador of Sweden, so yeah, we're very happy to be here.
And tell us a little bit about your COVID the last month. How has your preparations been before the race?
In Spain, the situation was a little bit different than here. We suffer a little bit more than other countries, so I train at home on the treadmill, cycling. But yeah, 2 months ago, I think I started to train good. And yeah, I think I arrived here with good performance, and we will see in the race what happens. You have a good runner also here, so we need to fight.
Yeah, have you get any idea about how the course is, and what do you think about the course?
Yesterday we did I did the first 22 kilometers, are very fast. But today we did the kilometer 22 to 38, and it's technical part, muddy, slippery. So I don't know how it will be in Saturday because tomorrow, if it's not raining, maybe the terrain is better. But yeah, it's really nice, funny.
And what does this Spartan Trail World Championship mean to you now to start the Ultra Series, the Ultra Championship here?
Yeah, here is I run in Gran Canaria in March, and now this is the second race of Spartan Trail, and then I will go to Patagonia also. So I think it's a good moment for this new championship. Also, the year is complicated, but yeah, I think that they are pushing so good for increase this sport.
And talking about the winner time on Saturday, Patrik thinks about 8 hours. Maybe you have said a faster time. What do you think now when you heard about the Swedish guys, about the mud and everything?
Yeah, I don't know. More or less 8 hours could be a good time. But yeah, depending also on the other athletes, if they push or not. And yeah, we'll see during the road. It's my first time here, so I don't know the terrain exactly. And yeah, I will try to do my best.
We're really happy to have you and all the other international girls and boys here. So welcome to Åre and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you so much.
So that was our international men athletes, the favorites. We're looking forward to meet the ladies, Fanny Borgström, Francisca Gonzalez and Azara Garcia. And Patrik, now we heard the international runners. Really happy to have them here, aren't we?
Yeah, this is really special. Normally it's a very high standard of Swedish, the national runners. We have had some exotic participants in the past year, some from US and Italy, but this is really special this year. It's very high standard.
And what does that mean to the Fjällmaraton week?
It adds some extra, but our main focus is the ordinary participants, since Fjällmaraton is about experience the mountain in the best way. But it's really fun to have the elite here also.
Thank you, Patrik. So now we start with the ladies. I think we start with the 43K as well. Last year's winner, Fanny Borgström. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. Yeah.
How has your preparations been here in Sweden? We have talked a lot about with the international runners now, how they have prepared during the COVID. How has it been for you?
Yeah, it's been good. I haven't been home for this long, so it's been really nice, and it's been a lot of mud this summer, so I'm quite used to the ground for the race. But yeah, it's been nice with a really good period of training, so I'm looking forward.
So what's your main goal for Saturday?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I stand on the start line as the last year winner, so of course I want to defend that. But I mean, I know it's a really, really strong start field this year, so hopefully we can just show how high the level is. So
we had Tove Alexandersson here running last weekend, winning the Salomon 27K. She couldn't be here at the press conference, but what do you think of you Swedes, if we say it like that, compared to the international runners? Is it a lot of, is it positive for you that you are used to this kind of courses and the European girls are not used to this mud, or what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big difference. The soft ground is really it's something else to run on than a dry trail. But I mean, compared to Tove, I think, she's really used to running where it's no trail at all. So, I mean, it fits her well.
So, looking forward for Saturday, and how do you think the start of the race will go? Will you be a little watch about how the other girls run, or just do your own race?
I think I will do my own race. I will probably look at my old times from last year and know almost how fast I can run to every checkpoint, but still be aware of the other girls. But I know a lot of the other girls are really strong in the uphill, and the race starts with 700 meters of climbing. So it's important for me to not get stressed and know that it's a long race. So I have time to catch up.
Thank you, Fanny, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
So moving on to Francisca Gonzalez from Chile. Welcome to Sweden. How has your spring been before this?
Not so good because we were in lockdown, strict lockdown in Chile. So I had to train in the basement. I didn't have a treadmill anyway. So it wasn't so good. But I did my best during like 3 months of lockdown.
And now coming to Sweden, how has your first days here been?
Yeah, it's amazing. I was in Spain training for a while, like 2 weeks before I came here. And it's really, really beautiful, this place. Yesterday we went around the part of the course, and it was super beautiful, muddy, different. Yeah, really different of what I'm used to in Chile, so it's going to be fun.
What are you looking forward for to Saturday? How will you prepare for the last days for Saturday?
No, I think that just tomorrow, just a rest day. I want to see 2 parts of the course, so I know much less how is the course. So I think it's going to enjoy a lot. I like the muddy things, and yeah, it's fun.
Nice. Good luck for Saturday.
Thanks so much.
And you will also help us with some translation for Azara Garcia from Spain. Welcome to Sweden, Azara, and you're running the 100K. You are 2-time Trail World Championship in the sub-champion, and now you will running the 100K. What do you expect for Saturday?
Entendí, eso sí. Bueno, pues la verdad es que como hemos estado todos un poquito perdidos con esto del COVID, la última competición que pude hacer fue en marzo la Transgrancanaria. Han sido unos meses un poco raros, he tenido 2 meses de preparación fuera para esta carrera. Me ha costado un poquito volver a coger la forma, pero creo que este último mes hemos entrenado fuerte y el sábado, bueno, pues nos pondremos en la línea de salida con la expectativa de poder estar luchando por el podium.
She says that she had the last competition in Transgrancanaria in March, and then she has like lockdown in Spain too, so she has the last 2 months of training. That's a good block of training, the last 2 months. So she's expecting to do well on Saturday.
How does it feel to be here in Sweden for a competition and to run in these mountains?
¿Cómo se siente estar aquí en Suecia en estas montañas, compitiendo acá?
Pues la verdad es que es un privilegio, estoy muy agradecida tanto a Patrik como a la Spartan por el esfuerzo que han hecho para que esto pueda salir adelante y por la oportunidad de poder estar aquí en esta competición. Y bueno, hoy he visto un poquito de la carrera y le doy la razón a Patrik de que parecía una carrera fácil, pero creo que va a ser muy, muy complicada y nos vamos a encontrar con un terreno que no nos va... Veníamos con la expectativa de hacer una carrera rápida, pero no va a ser así, va a ser muy complicado y muy duro.
Long answer. Yeah. She says that it's a privilege to be here. She's grateful for the invitation, for Spartan, for Patrik, and she says that Patrik is right. It looks like it's going to be like an easy race, but it's not. So, I don't know. What was the last thing?
Que el terreno es muy complicado de correr y es
complicated terrain
una carrera
to run.
dura.
It's a tough race.
Thank you very much and good luck for Saturday.
Muchísimas gracias.
So that was the ladies. Thank you, ladies, and we're looking forward for that race, of course, also on Saturday. And now we move on with the race directors for some other races. We are looking forward to meet Cristina Murgia and Simone Brogioni from Lavaredo Ultra Trail, and also Fernando Gonzalez from Transgrancanaria. And of course, we will have some questions for Patrik as well. But I think we will start with Fernando Gonzalez. Fernando, can you tell us a little bit about this Spartan World Championship?
Hello, everybody. Spartan World Championship is the new circuit. I think they are doing a big effort to support, because now is a difficult moment for all the races all around the world. So now we are pushing a lot to go on with the circuit, and now by the moment we have 6 races in the circuit in 2 different distances, less than 50 kilometers and more than 50 kilometers. And by the moment, we continue with Fjällmaraton, then Kodiak, I think, and then Patagonia, and if we can, the final in Transgrancanaria in my race.
So, can you tell us about your race, the final? If we will see if it happens, but what's special with your race?
It's in Canary Island. All the people is happy there, so this is the most special. Now, it's a very funny race. It's a beautiful views and a beautiful rock at the top of the island. We were very lucky last year because it was the last big race all around the world. We was in March. So now all the people, the last race they have done is Transgrancanaria. So we hope we can go with Fjäll, and then we can go with the rest of the Spartan Trail circuit, and we can continue with the trail running, because now the situation is all the athletes and all the organization, we are waiting for good news for the future.
What does it mean to the circuit that we can do Fjällmaraton now, both the 43K and the 100K? What does that mean to the circuit?
The Fjällmaraton included in the circuit.
Yeah, and that we can actually have a race on Saturday. What does that mean for this year?
For the circuit, it's a very good news because we need new races. This is not a new race, only the 100 distance. So they are very experienced organizers. I will run the 100Ks, so I will expect to have a lot of fun there. I was running yesterday, and it's a lot of mood, and it's a very beautiful views close to the lake. I don't know if a lake, but I think so. And totally different than the other races, so this is perfect because Transgrancanaria, Lavaredo, Kodiak, Patagonia, this is a very different and mixed circuit. And I think the organizer of the Spartan circuit are looking different places for next year, so I think we can expect a big surprise for next year.
And sounds good. And good luck for Saturday, and welcome here to Sweden.
Thank you very much.
And we're moving on to the Italian representatives, Cristina and Simone from Lavaredo Ultra Trail. How has your days in Sweden been so far?
Good. It's my first time in Sweden, while Simone came to Sweden maybe 30 years ago.
Yeah, when I was very young.
Yes, and we are the race directors of Lavaredo Ultra Trail. It should have been the first race of the circuit, held in June 27, but as you know, it was cancelled for the COVID-19 situation. And Lavaredo is a very big race. We have more than 5,000 people running from more than 65 nations, and we have 4 distances.
And what does it mean to be a part of the Spartan Trail World Championship?
We are very happy and proud to be part of the Spartan Trail World Championship. As Fernando said before, it's important to be in a circuit where we have many different races, because all the races of this circuit are really different. We are in the Dolomites, we have rocks, and Canary Island, they have a wonderful sea. Here we have a nature, fantastic nature. I tried to run together with Fernando, but he's very fast while I'm very slow, and it's fun. It's a wonderful place, lakes and water, rivers and forests and so on. It's really a wonderful place here.
Completely different than the Dolomites. So.
Are you going to follow the race on Saturday somehow, or are you going to compete? Tell me about Saturday.
We are going to follow the race by car, obviously, not by running.
And support Fernando and the other runners.
Yeah.
So we want to say thanks to Patrik and to the team, and we are really happy that the competition is starting, because it will be the first competition on the circuit, and thanks because we really need to start now.
Thank you for coming, and good luck with the support on Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Patrik, to sum everything up, it seems that Fjällmaraton this year means a lot, both for you here in Åre, but also for the circuit. How does it feel to hear all these nice words?
It's really an honor to be part of it. We're not a international race normally, so it's really honoring that Spartan choose us because of our history and the environment. So hopefully we will stay with the circuit for many years, and there will be perfect weather for showing our mountains in the best way on Saturday, because it's really important that you can see all the views, not just the mud. And I think it's going really fast when it's not raining for 2 days. If it's windy, the ground dries up very fast, so we can expect really fast times on all the courses.
So now less than 2 days to the start for the 100K and the 43K. What's your most important things to do before the start of the races now?
Adaptation to COVID-19. We started yesterday evening, all of them helping us. We're trying to build the most nice finish area for the 100K. It wasn't planned at all. The plan from the beginning was to have all the finishes in our wooden arch in Trillevallen, but because of the COVID we want to spread out people even more, and so now we're preparing for the next 2 nights, cutting down some trees and making it a really nice finish area. It's going to be, they will remember those who finish there, I promise.
So now a big good luck to you, Patrik, and all the crew behind you that will do, I know, a really good work for Saturday's races, and I hope we have nice races out there, both for the elite and the motioneers coming behind. So I think that leaves from here, and thank you for watching the press conference of the Spartan Trail World Championship. We're going 43K and 100K on Saturday, and you can of course follow everything on the digital social media. Thank you for watching.